Hey everybody, welcome to the MatMadik cast channel. Let's just check out a piece from Samson, birthday bash. Shout out to, excuse me, oh my god, can't even read my own writing. Linas Blinass. Alright, as you can see, I've got two sets of earphones on right now. I'm doing something very experimental today. I'll explain to you what that's about later, if you care. If not, who cares? Let's just jump into this joint. Erica Badu. If any of you have seen my video, freeing myself before I got taken down, which I'll keep plugging until I finally get back in public circulation without threat of being taken down. I've I really did a number on this piece. Boy, what I'd give to have a reaction. I mean, not just a comment on my video, but a good old reaction. It reached quite a lot of views before, Anyway, Bryson, take the wheel. Not Bryson, Samson. Sorry about that. That was weird. All right.
They're following all the safety precautions. People are going to sporting events that are bigger than this. This is going to be safe. This is a sophisticated, vaccinated crowd.
Sophisticated,
and
I'm
this
in that line.
is just about optics. It's
That's
not
a
about
jokers.
One hell of a party. I wish I was there. But with all this COVID, I bet you guys were scared. Well, you probably followed every rule with all the...
Sorry, people. I kind of screwed up, didn't I? I didn't get the resolution right. Jesus.
activities you did that...
But hold on. Knock it off one more time. Ah, screwed it up. Oh, no. I don't know. Anyway. Dude. Yeah, man. I feel like going back a bit. What's this? English? Portuguese? What? I forget. No comments. I mean, no captions. Drop it again.
And this is just about optics. It's not about safety.
One hell of a party. I wish I was there. But with all this COVID, I bet you guys were scared. Well, you probably followed every rule with all the activities you did that night. I mean, you probably kept 6 feet apart the whole time, and you only took your mask off for pictures, right?
Don't stop calling out the hypocrisy. I think Mr. Alex Stein the other day went to this. I can't remember who it was. The court rings. As of the time of this recording, did a quick reaction to Alex Stein trolling somebody recently. Wearing a mask in a place where you don't need to wear one, and asking the person how many vaccines did you take? And she said it's none of your business. And he said, "What? Oh yeah, why do you agree with the mandates?" So it seems excessive when people like Alex Stein troll people and Samson just make their songs about these people and calling out the hypocrisy, which the left try to bat off and say we're using whataboutism. But, dog, considering how we have been under siege as of late, people just, people trying to live their lives have been, people who are just trying to live their lives having their, dealing with harassment on a daily basis. The people on this pro-masking side need to have the taste of their own medicine, especially now with what the hell's going on with Trump's, as of this time of this recording, Trump's House at Mar-a-Lago being under siege and raided by the FBI. Nah, enough. We need to just hold their feet to the fire.
I bet you did. I bet you took every precaution. I bet you stopped the party every 20 minutes just to check everybody's temperature often. I bet you did. I bet everybody had to show the proof of their vax, and if they didn't, then they had to go home because Obama would never approve of this crap. I bet all the servers and caterers had...
It's absurd.
To wear gloves when they serve you your fave dessert. I really hope that you paid them first because they were risking their lives celebrating your date of birth. You said that you scaled it back because there's too much at stake. Yeah, I bet you scaled it back because y'all motherfuckers are a bunch of snakes. If I were to get a big group together, the media would put me through the shredder. I'd be responsible for everybody's death for the next 6 months, a super spreader. But Obama...
It's outrageous. I mean, I've had to even deal with it at work and people I know over something that I don't care what the hell reading you've got from a certain PCR test or whatnot, something that hasn't been isolated and proven to exist. I'm in a country where no child has perished from this so-called you-know-what, and I put them in danger because of a positive reading. It's like, I mean, that was my situation. Sorry, people, to just get a bit explicit, but what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know, the people who put these nonsensical edicts, policies, if you will, and enforce on people, put them in society, somehow seem to belong to some sort of second tier of the justice system, and are. And by the way, nobody got ill from, well, certainly nobody perished, and nobody got ill from anybody in bloody hell. Sorry, I'm just not going to my anecdote too much, but nobody got seriously ill from a positive reading from at a place I worked at, but when you just have to just watch people just feed the beast with all of this, playing along with this nonsense that the leaders don't even play along with. Look at all the movies that have been out lately, all the kissing scenes, all the nudity, all the close contact that's been happening in Hollywood during this whole time. You know? How's that all okay? And all of a sudden you go to the supermarket without a mask on and you're terrible. What? We're finally having enough as patriots are rising. We're burgeoning forcemen like Samson.
Don't be stupid, never. This event was sophisticated. This ain't no bean toss, beer chugging bullshit in the backyard listening to a playlist of country music. You dumb, useless, stupid, small little measly runts. We can party if we damn well please, but you? Not even once, don't think about it. Matter of fact, it'd be better if you just didn't think at all. Now shut the f up and put your mask on before we have to get more deeply involved. We were outside, but under a tent. So technically that makes it inside, but it was still outside. You know what I meant, shut up. Whatever, you're never gonna hear the story from us. We'll just have Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo talk about Trump and how horrible he was. The media would take a dump in their britches if they caught wind that a Republican did this. And that just goes to show the double standards and the hypocrisies when it comes to this instance. Doesn't it just piss you off? What? They come and they cut your small business off. They grip their claws around and constrict till you ain't making shit. Then they tell you to suck it up and limp it off. Yes. Then they skip and hop into their private jets and fly to Barack's island to thrive and rest, burning all that fuel into the sky while our fragile climate is in such a dire stretch. With all these dying people packed in the hospitals, I think you should feel a tad bit responsible. You could have probably killed so many friends of yours, you just added to the top of the toll.
It's absurd. This is why I didn't even want to take a so-and-so test. I mean, to do one at home, that's fine, but to contribute, to take a test and contribute to these nonsensical numbers that don't mean shit, you know, it's something I do not want to be a part of. And of course, thankfully I was able to just put my foot down with a certain manager who tried to pressure me into doing that, and let him know that you're out of line. Don't try that with me. And that's that. But it's really outrageous. These people have been pushing it so much. I wonder what the hell they're going to say once the table turns, once the pendulum is finally swung the other way. I don't want to hear from them. But at the same time, in fact, you know what? No, we've been doing a lot of being civil and just not stooping to the level when they go low, we go high. But a bit like with the Mar-a-Lago raid, enough's enough, man. We need to hold these people accountable. Personally, I know people out there just doing their jobs, just following orders, but all the people who have pressured people, harassed people to playing along with this whole thing, I really want them to be held accountable in some way, shape or form. This is outrageous. The oceans are going to rise. 60-year-old living near the beach.
That's what you say to me when I walk into Kroger maskless. Why would I follow these rules that you yourself don't even practice? Perhaps if you stuck to your story, we wouldn't be so fucking disorderly. You say that it's dangerous and then you do shit like this, and that's just what floors me. Well, you're my role model. You're the one I'm supposed to follow, so I'm gonna call everybody I know and throw a big-ass party like there's no tomorrow. The Newsom way, the Obama way, like a Nancy Pelosi spa day. We're gonna rip the mask off and hug each other till we can't hold on any longer, yay! It may not be sophisticated as yours, but I gotta work with what my pay can afford. I'm just taking orders from the people that matter, the powerful ones. This is straight from the source. Thanks, Obama, I get the message. Your actions spoke loud and clear. The World Health Organization, the CDC, and Fauci. Here's the
the trick with this nonsense is that, excuse me, the trick with this nonsense is that we have to, excuse me, people, sorry. The trick with this nonsense is that we have to deal, I mean, the man on the street has to deal with the brainwashed, body snatched agent, if you will, from the Matrix, who said, zombie who says, mask, mask, you know. I mean, thankfully, where you live, hopefully, if you're in America, you don't have to deal with that so much. But where I am right now, it's really sad. So when you're dealing with this kind of nonsense, you have to somehow you have to keep ignoring them. You have to keep ignoring them until, again, we just turn the tables. But hang tight, Patriots. I got to say, the beauty of this whole thing is that the world is much bigger than the echo chamber that the brainwashed have convinced themselves is the majority. I'm talking about at the moment, people on the left, but it doesn't matter if you're left or right. It's the deep state controlled people. Think for yourself. More normies are waking up than ever before, and I gotta say, it's an honor to be in this era and to come out the other end, holding on to true righteousness from the beginning to the end. Anyway.
Bottom line, alright, how long are we gonna do this? It's all up to us and it always has been, there really ain't nothing new to it. Our rights are being stripped, all you gotta do is take a look around, and it's only gonna get worse from here unless we as a whole put our foot down.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
Who said that? That line's... That's a funny line. Anyway, catch you next time. Where we go when we go, old people. Peace.